everyone, and welcome back to our very first week of school. And it was an excellent week and so great to see all the kids. And I'm just really, truly pleased at how the week went, and I want to thank you for that and all of your hard work. Last year when we left here in March, ironically, I stopped doing my videos for you. I actually moved on to different things like virtual meetings and things like that, but the videos got away from me, once again ironically. But I am back here now and I want to start them back up. And I have been looking for things that I think will help you during this time and in your classroom. One of those techniques that I came across was a virtual station rotation. So remember back in the day when we were able to do centers and the kids were able to work together in small groups? Well, we can still do that in a very different way while keeping them safe and healthy. One way which actually will benefit you, especially some of you that are just getting onto the WebEx platform. Last week I actually practiced my faculty meeting that I'll be having with you next week by sending it to my home email. And it was a little bit time consuming, but I wanted to make sure that I was able to do all the information and provide all the information that I want to provide to you on Wednesday. So this will be helpful, I think, for not only students, but for teachers as well, to give them some practice time with the WebEx. So what I might suggest here for the teacher-led is choosing 2 or 3 students to begin with and send them a WebEx invite, the students that are in your classroom, at a designated time, 9 o'clock. And you can actually show them how they would sign on to a WebEx meeting. And what will be beneficial is when, if for some reason we are virtual or remote or something like that, or a student cannot come for some reason or another, that they will know how to access it as well. So I mean, it's practice for everyone. So I would send a WebEx link to them and have a time where you're doing a teacher-led small group instruction through the WebEx platform. Now you're going to say about the noise and things like that, you can practice putting them right on mute when they come into the WebEx platform. They may also be distracted by other children in the classroom and what they are doing. Well, your online students, you could possibly provide headphones for them so that they're not listening into the WebEx meeting if you think that is necessarily. But your online students, I would pick another 4 or 5 students to access the Google Classroom during that time while you're doing your teacher-led station. And then an offline station might be something that a student is working on independently at their seats. So for example, if I could find my marker here, this might be the teacher with the computer, and then you might have a student over here on the computer doing the WebEx. And then you might have a student over here doing a WebEx and listening to the teacher and following the teacher's directions. And this is the teacher. And maybe one more. This is WebEx. Then you might have a student here on the Google Classroom. You might have a student here on Google Classroom. A student here on Google Classroom. Then you may have a student here working independently, doing a skill-based lesson that involves something other than technology. Here's another skill-based lesson doing something other than technology. And then when you get really good at this, you can start rotating those stations. So when friends that are on WebEx sign off, they head to maybe the skill heads to the Google Classroom, and the Google Classroom heads to the WebEx. Not only will this help you in terms of being WebEx savvy, but it will definitely help the students as well. And it will also allow them an opportunity to do different activities during the day as well to help with that differentiation in the classroom. So thank you for listening. There is a really neat lesson platform that I will share with this video, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.